So I dropped it all and I went to sell life insurance. Okay. Now at that time, you didn't need any qualifications to sell life insurance. You just need to wear a tie. Now you don't even need O levels at that time. Now you need to sit a lot of exams. Okay, so that was the situation. So anyway, I left because I was bored, looking for a challenge. And this is a picture of me. This is from the Prudential magazine. Okay, I was top agent of the year, my first year and my second year there. And I highlight this because it says that in this article it says breaking away from contentment, James sought challenge. So I guess that was the reason why I did it. And then I remember when I started financial planning, I focused on retirement. So this was a seminar that I did in Suntec City shortly after I joined the industry, and I talked about retiring rich. Okay, my focus was on retirement planning because when I started work, the moment I started work, I said, hey, I don't like this. I want to retire as soon as possible. Okay, here this was the article in the papers. Star performer in the insurance. So I did very well. Okay. Now in the national service, okay, I was commanding officer here in this picture, and I went on to other things. This was the award National Serviceman of the Year, in 1995. And this was an article in 1999 when I won a National Day Award. It says, reluctant soldier turns into a top SAF officer. Okay. So with this background, how did I become a skincare salesman? Okay, it's because I got a call from this gentleman, Tan Junwen. Okay, so in 2001, Junwen calls me. Okay, now a bit of a background about Junwen. Okay, so he grew up poor. Okay, this was him as a small kid. He grew up poor. In fact, his mother was a cleaner, for the British Army in Pulau Brani, and he likes to say his family of 8 of them, they share one toilet. So with that background, he wanted to better things in life. So he went to Raffles Institution. He went on to get a government service scholarship. So he called me and he said New Skin had just come into Singapore, and then he signed up to do the business. So I was curious, okay, because at that time he was 42 years old. He'd left the government service because he wanted more, and he'd been in stockbroking for 15 years. And this was the house that he built at age 34 with money made from stockbroking. So this was a successful person. And I was thinking, what is this New Skin thing? It's a bit like Tupperware. Someone, housewife trying to sell something to earn a little bit of pocket money. So I was curious why someone like him would want to do this business, and he told me that actually his sponsor was a gentleman called Robert Howe, who went to Yale University, has an MBA from Harvard, and at that time he was president and chief investment officer of AIG. So I looked at these two gentlemen and I said, wow, this is smart money. Why are they doing this? Okay, so to cut a long story short, I sent my wife to, I asked my wife to investigate this. And that was very difficult to do because, at that time we have three children who are very active in sport, in school, and she's doing what the mother is doing, running them from one activity to the other. And the last thing that she's looking for is another job at night because, this is something we do after office hours. And on top of that, last year I asked her to look at some gold scheme which failed, so she, financial advice is not very good. But I think she wanted to see this house, so she said, okay, I'll go there. And she came back, she said, hey, this is a serious business, you better look into it. So I spent a week with Junwen looking into this, and then we came back, we said, why not? Now at that time we didn't really need to do the business, but it was why not? If people like that can be doing it, why don't we just go along and see what happens? Okay, so I evaluated the opportunity based on what I knew. Okay, so first of all, as a soldier, we put on camouflage, so okay, you put on things on the face, okay, I get that. And you want to be fit, so you take some stuff, all these athletes who want to win competition, they take drugs, so if you're taking something, okay, that I understood taking all these things. Okay, then I evaluated based on as an engineer. Okay, now pyramid-shaped structure, solid structure, you know, I mean, it's very, I say, okay, this fits my engineering criteria. And then financial planning, okay, I've been in financial planning for some time, and you know, this is the best financial plan that I can think of. In fact, you know, it was so clear to me that when I wrote this book only 1 year after starting New Skin. So I didn't know MLM, but I knew financial planning. And I wrote this book called The Financial Planner's View of MLM, Why Network Marketing Makes Good Sense. Okay. Okay, now just a bit of financial planning background. Okay. So the goal of financial planning is to achieve financial independence. What is financial independence? Financial independence is a house fully paid up plus a sum of money. Okay, when you have a house fully paid up and a sum of money, you know, then you can retire, because the sum of money you can draw down on it. Okay, so when I looked at New Skin was an opportunity to provide a little bit of income at retirement. So it fitted my definition of something that would help me in my financial independence. Okay, so let me talk about some freedoms here. Okay, so the first, I mean, most of you are here, you know, at this time, at this inconvenient time, because you want to make a bit of money. Let's be honest with it. Okay, we need money, so let's deal with this thing called money. Okay, so when I looked at this, when I came to the business, I saw this book written by an American Professor Charles King. He talked about the new professionals, the rise of network marketing as the next major profession. And in his foreword, he said, "We will show you how the old employment model is breaking apart. Only the foolish, complacent, or lazy refuse to see it and seize the opportunities to protect themselves and their families." Okay, so first and foremost, this wasn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Okay, this was an insurance scheme. It's a protection scheme in case something goes wrong. Okay, that was way back. So I know as a financial planner, protection is the most important thing. I get nervous when people try to, you know, help me get rich quickly. Okay, let's look at the current reality. If you have a job, it's 100% of your own effort, and that's high risk, because if anything happens to you, who's going to feed your spouse? Who's going to feed your children? Who's going to feed your parents? Okay, so people have known that long time ago, especially in overseas in the US. So they get a job. Okay, so that they can get into a business. But if you work a business, today is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, simply because of the internet. Everyone knows what you're doing. Okay, so that means low rest. Okay, that's not a good situation. Okay, now let's look at, go forward a bit. Someone in his late 40s, 50s. This is what you call a sandwich class. So what are the two sides of the sandwich? First, you have got your children's university education. Okay, you know, if you can't get a course that you want in Singapore, okay, if you can't get a course that you want in Singapore, you have to go overseas. Okay, if you follow the government, you have 3 children. Okay, that's 3 kids going with an overseas education. That's expensive. Okay, now if you're 40, late 40s, 50, you know, you got your parents' medical bill. So they are at the age where it's serious medical situation, not cough and cold anymore. Okay, okay. So the only thing worse than having 3 children is having 4 parents. Okay, and what's your situation? Your job in your business at late 40s, 50s, I mean, I don't need to talk about that. Okay, you're endangered species. Okay, so your whatever funds you're trying to accumulate, remember that the asset that you're going to draw down for the rest of your life, there's not much left by the time you finish with this. Okay, so that's a situation that's very, very clear. Okay, now, so why do network marketing? Okay, because instead of 100% of my own effort, I'd rather have 1% from 100 people, because 1% from 100 people is what I call low risk. If anything happens to me, there's 99 other people that's working to feed my spouse, working to feed my children, working to feed my parents. But no one thinks about things going wrong. Okay, we want to go on holiday and all that. So you go on holiday for 1 month, some people 2 months, some people 3 months. You know, there's 99 other people working to feed your spouse, your children, and your parents. And that's what I call high risk. And that's the kind of model that you want as you are getting older, from 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. You want something that's low risk and high risk. And how is that possible? Simply because of this word leverage. Okay, if you want to find